Yes, our microphones now and our cameras are working. As what a pickup, Brian Krall on the split carry.
I can help you out with one of them. What's the last box?
I need Kai Hunt's fourth. Yeah,
Kai had
Resolve, fifth, sixth.
he had a 6.
Ryan went 7 spare.
Yeah.
You talk about the current. MC went 10.
All right, now Austin Barnes pitching up against Tim Jalbert. 4. Naked 10 pin survives that assault. Got a Cleary leave here. The 4 horsemen left and the 9 pin back on the right. Nope. All right, second chance for a 10 for Barnes. We're putting together our score sheet. That'll be a 10, a 9. And a 7. A 7 for Jalbert.
4 on the fill. Then what do they do?
7 in the box.
Yes.
And then a 9.
Okay. Can you confirm the scores are accurate that I have down here now? Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, on the head pin again. And just like the box before, we got the 10 pin standing. Jalbert also off the head pin again. Leaves this time the post leave with the 4 horsemen. He had a 7.
Austin did?
No, Jalbert did. Austin had.
What did he fill?
Austin ended up with a 9. A 9 drop 9, and then he had a spare in the 8th.
10 box for Brian.
Jalbert.
Yeah.
Did it? Jalbert ended up with a 9, so 7 and 9. He's at 90. That is correct. Now the number 4 bowlers. Mark Weber. Clocked at 41 miles an hour on his last pitch. Right on it. Sends the pin screaming through. And Joe Smith leaves the 6 pin standing. 2, 4, 6, and then the 10 won't fall. Smith is good on the spare in the 7th.
9 box. So we're caught up.
And that's a 10 for Weber.
Tens are wild, Bob.
No,
Weber with a 9. Weber with a 10. Joe with.
yeah, Joe had a spare. Joey had a spare in the 7th.
Thank you very much. We are caught up, folks. We very much appreciate your patience. We are back on air. Hopefully, I'm going to double check that right now.
Four
Phil
fill,
for
yep,
Joe Smith,
that
and
is
we're
right.
back.
Yep.
Sorry, I lost the head pins for this string, but we will. We'll be back in it for the second. Or at least we will try. It's not going to be for lack of effort.
Look at that
folks.
one. No, another 2 and 2 split that won't go.
What a bid, though.
And a great bid for Smith. That lead is holding around 13 plus a ball for Drywall Concepts. This is very tight. These teams are both going to score about 1750 to 1800 or more.
Most likely.
So 10 pins is a fraction of a percentage of that.
That's one mark. It's 120 bucks away with good pinning. 10 for Smith, 9 for Weber. All right, well that was fun, but here we are, all ready to go here.
All right, now if the stream broke, and probably it did, that.
So please like and subscribe on this news stream.
And
share
this
Candlepin
news stream
World.
to Candlepin Chat, please.
Nico, I know you're listening. Get it on there. You're doing great, too. We appreciate you.
All right. Both bowlers
Hey,
off
it's
the
the
head pin.
anchors. Hey, it's Merrill. Hey, it's Kai. Neither of them can make a spare. Kai with a 9.
Oh, okay, and a 6.
Oh, man.
For Chris Merrill. He found 2 objects there, but
Bowlers are struggling almost as much as our technology.
I don't know. When you nail 2 of your objects and miss one of them by 5 inches, is that really struggling? Your score is 6, yeah.
That ball's not struggling. Kai Hunt just drills 9, and Chris Merrill back on the object as well. All right. For your stat nerds, I'm sorry. Head pins are out the window for this one. It doesn't matter anymore. But we'll get them back up for you in the second string. If Bob Lee can keep up. If not, then we'll get him for the third. Kai Hunt, spare. Merrill answers.
Okay, there. Fenway trying to keep it even, but marks now 3-2, right?
Yeah. 71 of you back on already. That's fantastic. We appreciate you guys sticking with it as technical difficulties get the better of everyone. Candlepin Bowling Network.
That one seemed to be muses from the previous century.
Yep. But hey, all of you letting us know allowed us to identify and get back on as quickly as possible. So thank you to all of you active viewers and all of you non-active viewers. We like you all. It doesn't matter. Cole Fry dropped 8. LaPierre 5 on spin.
Forgive us.
Oh my goodness, God. Cole Fry snapped that thing over. That was violent, Bob.
That was cool. And that was cool, too.
Oh, LaPierre!
2 really interesting, very different spares. LaPierre's the four horses and
he just
slow moving.
Just keeled over that 10 pin, whereas Cole Fry absolutely annihilated it.
And it was wired, so you saw the electric connection.
Another one, Cole Fry, no, through the hole, a taloned eagle.
He's blasted his object twice.
Oh, he can't believe it. 114 through 9,
13 out of it.
114 through 9, Cole Fry looking to get into the 20s, if not the 30s, with just the most outstanding ball you've ever seen. We'll see. LaPierre 5 on the fill.
Those are 2 unfortunate fills for head pins. Head pin average for pros is 6 and a third.
Cole Fry through the hole. That hurts.
That includes all misses.
Fenway trying to Moncton Academy. They're only down 14, though. 2 marks in hand for each. LaPierre trying to make it 3, goes wide. And no, Cole Fry punches the 2-pin through. It's a 4 box.
Yep.
At the end, a 118. A solid string, but that hurts as every pin. Really important in a tight match like this. And LaPierre can only gain 4 on that with an 8. 122 for Jeff LaPierre.
Drywall Concepts, so.
On the back of Austin Barnes right now is at 101 and the ball through 8.
Marks are still 2 apiece, as you see by the number in yellow on the right of the total box.
Joe Smith, the leader in the clubhouse right now, looking to get into the 120s with a mark. He's at 94 through 8. Well, Cole Fry, their hottest bowler currently. 3-1 for Brian Kroll, a 6 fill.
Both bowlers coming across nicely, but not rewarded.
Mark Carrier's ball really looked a lot better than that, but this is pretty wired, I think. Nico, can you just give us a quick sound check? We guys are we sounding okay? We see our levels being a little weird, but I think it's lying.
All right.
Good 9 out of that for Kroll as he whiffed on his second. Carrier also whiffed on his second.
And we'll take a 9 unless, yeah, the pins rarely can topple. But with that speed, the middle of a pin would have bumped it. All right. Kroll's first ball in the 10th. This is the first of 3 strings. On the head pin.
Wow, that 5
moves,
pin.
but doesn't take the 5. Everything.
Oh,
I think he punched the 10 pin back, and it stayed standing too.
He definitely moved it.
That's the trouble. You know, when you want clean and slick plates, but when they're too clean and too slick,
Kroll, nice spare using that wood.
You'll get sliders sometimes.
Tricky 2-pinner with wood falls.
Great spare, great spare.
Oh, and Carrier can't answer. A big gainer here potentially for Fenway Academy. Trying to climb into this. Kroll can bring this into single digits.
Yeah, that was
as Carrier uses every bit of that wood, saying, "Oh, it was there the whole time." Tried to go at the pin like the professional shot, but
I guess it is lunchtime.
that's right around that time.
I smell. I see people eating.
I can. Why don't you take a break after I get back from giving Greg a break? How does that sound? Give each other some much-needed time. We'll see if I take some, but I'm having a great time no matter what. 6-fill finish for Brian Kroll gets him up to 113. The second bowler coming through.
Drywall lead down to 6.
Bowler's really looking for a 120. However, the tournament average of 116 is the true target. Although these are the best of the best. What did the Fenway come in? They came in averaging 600. And I think Drywall actually came in averaging less, 593.
Yep.
So that's about a 118 plus average for Drywall, 120 on the dot for Fenway.
Those averages are comparable in terms of the lanes bowled.
Yes.
And the teams bowled.
And separated by 1 point. That's well within the standard deviation, Bob.
Yep.
6-fill for Austin Barnes off the head pin. And Jalbert smashes it home for a spare. The 136 clobbered into the pit. Barnes, 8 so far. A little low on volume. Bob, why don't you turn us up just a hair?
Let's try it now.
Yeah, let's. How's that sound? Is that a little better for you folks?
Yep.
We can also eat the microphone. That might help.
Careful, close to lunch. That's a dumb idea.
That's fair. Austin, I believe, got a 10 there. He's at 117 now. And, yep, I see it up there. That's a 117.
Yep, it's true.
Jalbert, 6 on the spare. 106 now. Looking for another. Barnes, no, half Worcester. Tough time. We can turn the volume up. We can speak up. We can get it closer. We'll do a million things. We just want to make sure. Excellent. Thank you very much, Paul. We appreciate it. Thank you, Alden, for the prompt response.
Spare.
Whoa, Jalbert.
Jalbert.
2 in a row. Austin Barnes trying to get a good one.
We're back on. Academy 604, 527 late in the first. Wow.
Update from Paul Grant. Academy is up 604 to 527 late. They are putting the hurt on as Lucky Strike reeling currently. Austin Barnes with a 7. We got a tight one here, at least. 3-pin lead for Drywall Concepts. An extra ball in hand for Tim Jalbert can take the lead here late in the first of 3 strings. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Always free to subscribe, never a charge. Bob Lee, Duncan MacDougall, and our Canadian correspondent, Ayden Bourgeois. Jalbert,
Okay.
no, it's an eagle.
He raises his arms in mock celebration.
The good news is he won't have to shoot it. The better news is Fenway's up 1 now. The bad news is only a 4-fill is killer. I think that's the first lead change, Bob, we've had since the very early goings.
Yeah, Cole Fryer had a 9 in the first, and And LaPierre had a 16, and then they never looked back. There's
Oh,
another
Joe Smith.
2 in a row.
Yeah, Joe Smith has to shoot this one now.
Fenway.
Weber. Whoa!
The 7 was the last to fall on that bomb.
Weber, one of the most explosive bowlers in the game, demonstrating why there. A massive strike for Mark Weber. Joe, only 6 on the spread eagle. 100 now, but Weber at 104 and 2 big balls right here. Trying to drive it. The lead is back to Drywall, and now it's 2 marks to 1. Mark Weber, I think he's going to throw a double here, Bob. I just got a feeling. Joe Smith, 5. Mark Weber. Oh my goodness, he threw a sick ball at it, but rockets 8. The 6 and the 10 left standing. Hammer indeed, Alden. That was nuts. Second ball almost as good as the first. Oh, Joe Smith couldn't have gotten closer to catching the 8. 3 different ways. Weber.
Goodbye.
Spare.
Goodbye. Drywall rallying.
The way he just flicks that thing out there was such authority.
We had our first lead of the day. It lasted about 1 box.
Weber had something to say about that. 110 for Joe Smith. Finishing solid, but Fenway going to be well under average unless Chris Merrill can throw something together here. Everything going Drywall after Fenway tried to climb the lead back on Tim Jalbert's 30-point trip of 2. Weber looking for another 20. He's going to get it. Mark Weber goes back-to-back 20 boxes at the end of the first. 134 finish for Weber. Chris Merrill on the mark, pocket 7. And Kai Hunt, a tough leave here. The Golden Gates, the banana split. Chris Merrill, big spare. And Kai trying to set something over. He does!
Oh, devastating blow.
Kai Hunt converts the banana split to keep pace. Unbelievable stuff here.
There.
Oh, and a big strike.
20 box.
Chris Merrill not afraid of the moment. Kai Hunt trying to answer, can't.
Okay. That's an interesting configuration there. 8 and 10. 8 and 10.
We got 2 more of these to go, Bob. This is crazy. Oh,
okay,
the wood just hits wrong, and you could hear it deaden.
You hit the face, right?
Yeah, he deadened it right there. So Kai Hunt at 100 looking for a 110 with this pin. Chris Merrill at 116 and 2 balls here.
Just waiting for it to stop.
He would need a triple to draw Fenway back even after Mark Weber's massive 20. Oh, Kai Hunt almost caught it on 3 different ways.
That's why one of the reasons it's really important that you let that one stop. There's a very small difference in how the pin is laying. But hitting the face of the pin makes an enormous difference on the action.
Does indeed. Chris Merrill on the strike fill. Oh, the quarter Worcester.
Okay.
Good thing he gets 2. Looking for pins here.
Quarter Worcester when you pop the 2 or the 3 alone.
And that's a much better ball right there. He's going to topple 9 on the fill and draw Fenway Academy closer entering the second. After 1, Drywall 596, Fenway Academy 586 here on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. The semifinal matchup winner plays the winner of Lucky Strike and Academy. Stay tuned. Riveting 2 strings coming up. Bob Lee, myself, Duncan MacDougall, and Ayden Bourgeois going to take you home.
That's right. And Drywall managed to cover their season average, which was 593. They're at 596. Fenway Academy's been averaging 600 on the season. A big landmark. They had come in as the number 2 seed, and they had actually the higher average.
Cole Fry drops 9. LaPierre looking at 5. I'm going to hand the sticks over to Bob Lee as soon as he can go and find Ayden to help him out.
Yeah.
And Cole Fry, spare to start. LaPierre can't convert. Waiting for this wood to settle. Jeff LaPierre trying to pick one for a 10. No, it's going to be a 9. And all of a sudden, that 10-pin lead could climb to nothing or even a lead for Fenway with Cole Fry's mark. It's a tight one now on a massive finish from both teams. Tim Jalbert going 30 in his last 2. Mark Weber responded with a 40 through 2, and Chris Barrell came back with 39. Kai Hunt also went 27. This is just really something special here, folks. Can these guys keep it going? Cole Fry, 5 on the fill. 15 now. The lead down to 4 for Drywall. LaPierre, the horseman, no, goes wide. Cole Fry. The bucket, no, also wide. Cole Fry right, LaPierre left. And LaPierre with a 9, 18 now. And punches through, Cole Fry does for a 9. As soon as Ayden gets back here, we'll move on over.
Well, you know, he's not under contract. Maybe he's sitting out waiting.
No, and I'm not covering the whole second for Greg. I'm just giving him some time to get some food. So,
yep.
Not a huge rush here. Mark Carrier and Brian Kroll staying up. Mark Carrier a 107 in his first. Brian Kroll a 113. And Kroll through the heart. Half Worcester. A chunk of 2. Bob Lee does it all. He's on the sticks. He's color commentating. He's under the table grabbing a cheese wheel. He does everything, folks. Thank you to all 101 viewers. I feel like that's going to grow as people start tuning in for how close this match is.
I try to stay flexible.
Live is the right way to be. And Brian Kroll is going to accept an 8 as Carrier only a 6. Lead now down to 2.
Wow. There have been 2 lead changes so far.
I feel like the only comfortable lead is when you get to 50, and that's when it takes a big run from the other team. Not that they can't make it up, but like that's when you know, like, okay, we're in control. I feel like anything less can just be annihilated with a couple of marks in a row, even or a double or something like that. Pretty wild how that happens. And Carrier punches through. He won't convert. Brian Kroll, the 1, the 2, the 5. Good wood on this. Should just be a 2-pinner. And it is! Brian Kroll blows it up for a spare.
Okay. And a 10. 3 object 10 for Carrier. All right, Austin Barnes now set for his first ball in the second string. Crushes the head pin. Sends a little dancer around the pole in the back. Tim Jalbert on the head pin a little light, rewarded with a diamond. Spare, Austin. And off the object. Wanted to hit the front pin. And Jalbert will take 8. All right.
Austin Barnes looking to load up here. He's going to wipe out 6, maybe 7 off the head pin.
And there's our third lead change.
When it's this close, lead changes are just...
Yeah, I know. It's something you like.
Oh, yeah, no, if you want to keep track by all means.
Football, it tells you something about the closeness of the game.
A lot more lead changes than baseball and football, though. This go at this rate could get up into like the 30s or 40s for lead change.
That's if it's very close for a long time.
If it's within a mark the whole way through. Austin Barnes can't convert.
Uh-oh. Okay.
And Jalbert, oh no.
That's enough.
36 after 1. Got to be late. 7:15, 6:36.
Can you find Ayden Bourgeois, please? Can you find Ayden, please? Ayden Bourgeois. We need him over here. Oh, there he is. Ayden.
All right.
All right.
9 and a 10.
9 and a 10. Did Timmy have the 9?
Timmy had
the 10.
No, Timmy's at 8. Yeah, he's at 18 after 2.
And Austin Barnes had the 9. We're going to turn it over now. Bob Lee is going to take over the 6 for a bit. Ayden Bourgeois is going to hop on for commentary. As Weber thunders 9 down.
I know, 7-12.
Yeah, I heard. Thank you.
All right. Mark Weber with the head pin. And the spare.
Mark Weber will do that to you. He's a beast.
Top bowler on these lanes right now.
Joe Smith matches him.
Looking at season averages.
Over on the other side, we have Exeter Lucky Strikes versus Academy Lanes. I'm not sure if Duncan already said something or not.
We heard it from Paul. Actually.
Okay, yeah. Academy Lanes is 7:15, marking a tournament high for every team. That's the highest team single we've seen this tournament, and that beats Birchill Siding 708 that happened on Thursday, was it, Bob? They had a 708?
Yeah.
Lucky Strikes is 636, so Academy Lane's up 79 pins after one string, and here, a much closer match.
Weber filled with 5 and then added 5 more.
Fantastic start. Smith looking to match, and the 10 pin just doesn't go.
A 10 for Joe Smith puts him at 27 through 2.
We now have our anchor bowlers, Kai Hunt on lane 12 with a hammer to start off string number 2. Chris Merrill on your left on lane 11 for Fenway Academy, looking to match, but takes out 3 in the middle. Very awkward shot here in the sport of Candlepin. Merrill looking for the spare, a beautiful conversion. Fantastic starts by both our anchor bowlers. Kai Hunt, that was an absolute missile. Might have to get the radar gun on him here soon. We'll do that. His next ball, as he went for the double there and threw it way right. Merrill on the spare, plucks through the head pin and takes out a 9 fill. Both of these bowlers significantly quick at throwing the ball. That one at 40 miles an hour for Kai Hunt as he leaves just the 8 pin wobbling on the lane. Merrill probably much slower, I'm guessing 36 here. 35, and he gets it for his spare. And 9 box for Kai Hunt. That puts him 28 through 2 boxes. Chris Merrill, pair of spares, 29, and a ball. Drywall Concepts now moving to lane 11 as we head to boxes 3 and 4 of string number 2 here in the semifinals for the Men's Candlepin World Championship. It's funny how they call it the World Championship. But
Everyone calls it the Worlds.
It's only-
in conversation.
it's only 2 countries. I think it would be
We welcome anybody else who has Candlepin lanes.
Oh, absolutely. I think it would be amazing if they started bringing Candlepin to more countries.
Yeah, well, when people find out how fun it is, they're likely to play.
And that's a
If they
tough
find
miss.
it out from watching us, all the better, as far as I'm concerned. That's a 10 for Cole.
And a 9 box for Jeff Lapierre. Put him 3 9s for 27 through 3 boxes. Cole Fry 34. As of right now, a 3-pin lead for Academy. For Fenway Academy.
Fries off on the 3-pin.
Lapierre on the head pin in a top 4 7-10
Similar
lead.
leaves. The one that Cole threw, we would call a washout because the head pin still stands. The one that Lapierre threw, a split because he hit the head pin. Similar outcomes though. That's one of the things that is challenging. Sort of like in baseball, line drives are often outs and little pop-ups are often singles.
Yeah, anything can happen in any sport.
But if you're better, you're gonna get a better score. You hit more line drives. You hit your object hard with any kind of action. You're gonna be rewarded. You just have to be patient for that reward. Pierre takes a 9, gains 1 pin there. Fry finished with an 8.
Brian Kroll on a tear in these playoffs here today. Bowling a 386 in the first match against who did
A+?
yes. A+, that is correct. I don't know why I started on that.
Oh yeah. Well, they're from Nova Scotia.
From the Scotian boys.
What do you call them? Scotians?
Scotians.
Yeah.
I just made that up.
Oh, okay. It's funny.
Just call them people.
They're the Maritimers, right?
They are in the Maritimes. We also have Prince Edward Island as part of our Maritime
Back
provinces
forth.
as well.
No. Mark Carrier and Brian Kroll now, the bowlers.
Kroll looking for an out. He gets a
Yeah.
9-10.
So Kroll was filling before.
5.
5? Okay.
$10 for Kroll, and I think a $10 also for Carrier, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
Yep, MC 10. Yep.
Kroll on the head pin. Leaves the kingpin standing with a wood up behind it, and a wood to the right of it on a slant. I think if he bounces off the wood. So even if he's going for the pin and bounces off the wood, I think he'd still be okay to catch the 5-pin for a spare, but he will make the attempt to go right at it, and he's got it. Carrier to match and plucks out the 2-pin. The 1, the 4, and the 7 to get as forward out here. Probably going for a 9 box. And he will get that 9 to put him at 35 through 3 boxes. After starting with a 6 box, he goes 10, 10, 9. Kroll goes 8, spare, 10, spare. And his last fill on a spare was a 5.
All right. Number 3 bowlers step in. The lead is down to 1. Being very tight.
Austin Barnes on lane 11. Tim Jalbert on lane 12. Neither bowler on marks just yet. Jalbert left of the head pin. Pucks out 3. I feel like Austin Barnes will break his back with one of those.
Yeah,
What
he
are
raises
those?
both arms up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But everyone has different styles.
He's been doing it since he was a child. I asked him about that.
I will ask him about that, actually.
No, yeah, I did. I asked him.
Oh.
And he's been, since he was a youth bowler, he just picked up that style. But it's a way of like pumping it up, like getting out as a. It almost looks like some sort of raptor.
Almost. Both bowlers looking for decent outs here as Tim Jalbert settles for a 7 box. Barnes hoping to do at least the same. And he gets a 7.
Holds on to that narrow 1-pin lead. But Fenway has a ball coming. It's 7:53 to 7:52.
Great start by these two teams. Jalbert, hammer of a ball.
A 4-foot approach.
Through the head pin and leaves the 6 and the 10 with wood all in front of it.
They say 4-step approach.
Why?
His approach. Count his steps. He stands back about 13.5 feet. Raises his left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually.
5 steps.
Yep, 5-step approach.
A spare for Tim Jalbert. Converts that. Barnes in a mess here. Wants at least get close to have him for a 10 possibility, and he will do just that as he hits everything out except the 10 pin far on the right. Got a couple of wood in front of it. And Barnes plays the wood perfectly and gets a 10 box. The marks are now 3-1 in favor of Fenway Academy as the absolute bomber of a bowler this tournament, Mark Weber, on lane 11 with Joe Smith on lane 12. Smith in the pocket. Weber on the only mark for Drywall Concepts in the pocket and leaves just a 2-pin for a 9 fill. 2 marks already in his first 2 boxes for Mark Weber.
Out of the gate 34.
Smith, his second mark of the game. I love Mark Weber's approach. Up and chuck. And pulls it out. Kai Hunt down to get the ball. That's rolling in the gutter.
Boy, I can. Everybody watching our stream, we apologize for that breakdown a little earlier. I can see that the cached memory in my computer is screaming at me. Excel is operating very slowly for me, but I hope we can make it through, limp it through.
Weber on the head pin, and a weird lead, the 7-8-9.
Yeah, that is odd.
Austin Barron screaming, something will go. And I agree. I think he wants to hit this high. Can we get a closer look at that, if your camera's going to work? I don't think we had time, but, oh.
Sorry.
Weber just throws his ball a little quick, that's all.
That's a 10 for Smith at 52 through 4.
Weber going to try to play the wood and only gets a 9, but puts himself at 60 even.
Yeah.
60 even through 4 boxes. Mark Weber, fantastic start, but putting 3 first 3 boxes on his field being 5, 9, and 7. Chris Merrill for Fenway Academy. Already has 2 spares himself on lane 12. Looking to fill this second one with a ball straight in the pocket for an 8 fill. Kai Hunt looking to match. And right side, but takes out 7.
Kai started with a strike in it. Filled with 9.
He started with an absolute hammer. And that pin looks like it might be
Someone
in,
should
but
take a look.
Yeah. Weber's going to go down, take a look.
Hey, I haven't seen someone on the bench go down for that, but when you're bowling, when you're used to bowling in leagues,
you got to keep moving.
Yeah. You get energy when you go out there under the lights.
Oh, if the other team, if it's always need to be someone on the other team go down to get a pin, I'm always the one to do it. I'm always that, like, I always have that energy to just keep going. And Chris Merrill, 3 spares in a row. Kai Hunt misses his left. Just the head pin left for a 10 bucks, and it's long orange socks, and he gets a 9. Those like Little Caesar socks, or
Oh yeah.
I believe they are Little Caesar socks. Maybe. Or no, they're not
No.
Little Caesars. They're
Crush maybe? Orange Crush?
Orange Crush, maybe.
His ball is orange, so he might be the Orange Crush. That might be his
He definitely throws the ball for it. As Chris Merrill with a 6
his
on that
meme
film.
theme.
Oh, and the wood actually bounced over. So this puts Chris Merrill ahead of Mark Webber, putting him 61 minimum. And that was a very smooth ball rolled by Chris Merrill as, hang on here. That wood will not take the pin, but put him at 62 through 4 boxes. Our camera a little laggy right now.
Yeah, everything on my system is moving slowly, a little less dynamically than I prefer. So let's bring it over. And here's Jeff LaPierre dropping it down on lane 12. Little right.
You put dropping it down too literate there. I think he actually did drop his ball.
I think so.
Cole Fry, 4 horsemen, plus the 7 pin. LaPierre on lane 12. Stepping again. Fry for a spare, and bad luck as he leads to 7-10 with no wood to help. Hoping to get just a 9 out of this.
Yeah, they're saying our volume is a little bit low, so put your microphone up real close to Ayden.
Yes.
I'll put the volume up as high as it will tolerate without splurching.
And Cole Fry with an 8 box.
Oh, that's much better. That's much better.
He will clear out his left gutter, and he actually almost made the split with that pin, which obviously wouldn't have counted, but still funny to see what the gutters can do.
Am I right in saying Jeff LaPierre has 5 9s in a row?
And a chance for 6. I see a 5 in there. I see 45. Yeah,
Yep.
He does have five 9s in a row, and a true spread eagle here. Chance for $25 from Candlepin Bowling Network. If you make the spread eagle for a spare with no wood to help. And getting a 9 out of this would be pretty crucial. Fry for a spare and slides the head pin right in between the other 2 on the lane. LaPierre definitely wants an out and settles for a 5 box, and
He wishes he had a 9 there.
I can almost imagine that they're going to take himself out.
We'll see.
We'll see if
no one
anyone-
warming up in the bullpen. I'm sorry. What did Cole finish with there?
10.
Thank you.
Cole, 10? Yes. Cole says 10. Cole Fry says 10.
And my magnifying glasses say as well.
And another spread eagle on lane 12.
Okay, they're adding up over there. Crowell bowl.
You say Crowell or Kroll? Or Crowell?
It's Crowell. It used to be called. His father ran an alley in central Massachusetts. It was called Crowell Bowl. Crowell Bowl. I believe that's the pronunciation. It's a little tricky. It's a little not. It's not.
So
it's not Kroll. It's
yeah.
Crowell. Crowell.
I would say Crowell. That's what I would say. So even if it's not right, that's what I was saying at first. And then once Duncan was telling me it's Kroll, I was like, oh,
Kroll.
oops.
Crowell.
Kroll.
I don't know. It's close. I apologize. And that's a 10.
That's a great 10. The 1, the 6, and the 7 hit the head pin, and he flew the head pin over into the 6, and then the head pin bounced off the 6 and flew into the 7.
Anyway, Brian filled with 6 before his 10.
And there's another punch on lane 12. Lane 12 is just not going well for Drywall Concepts right now. That's 3 punches in a row, including 2 spread eagles. And then a punch of 2 for Mark Carrier. I know you guys probably say Carrier, but I say Carrier because I'm French and
okay.
A backdoor spare.
Okay.
Definitely a pickup, and we actually do have somebody in the bullpen over there on lane 1.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not sure his name. We'll check the papers to figure it out.
Yeah. Richard Beveridge Jr.
That's Richard Beveridge Jr. on lane 1, warming up most likely for Jeff LaPierre, as he's only 50 through 6 boxes, include with that 5 box, and 5 9s prior to that. Has yet to clear the plate in 6 boxes, and that is not what Drywall Concepts need in this big of a match, as they're looking to stay alive after taking the bye in Division 1. Jalbert on the headpin.
Yeah, and the board is getting laggy as all heck. Yeah, I know. What's happening is that I'm moving the cursor around and it's not going, and the things are not going where I try to make them go.
And a spare for Tim Jalbert. Converts the 7-pin.
Yeah.
The 9 box for Austin Barnes. What? At least you realize the mistake to be able to fix it. Barnes on the head pin. Leaves just the 6-pin. Jalbert looking to match. 7 fill on the spare. 9 bucks for Austin Barnes, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a pair of spares for our bowlers. And it is back up. Mark Weber, Joe Smith. Mark Weber, 60 through 4. Joe Smith, 44. Oh no, Joe Smith, 52. And a ball. And 9 bucks.
Yeah, I just put it in. It's taking this long for the lag. That's how long it takes. Just to type a 9. This is not what you expect from your computer.
Weber, bit of a break, 110. Looking to convert that for a spare. Smith at 52. Has a triangle 3. Jalbert, I think 9, and then a spare. And a spare for Joe Smith as Weber tries to convert his, but fails to do so, leaving just the 10-pin up. And he will go for the 10 off the wood, and he has it. 70.5. 62 and a ball for Joe Smith. Weber punch. Another punch for Drywall Concepts on this lane 12 round. That one way right. And Joe Smith a break. Gets 7. Hoping for 8. He will settle with 7. Weber on the head pin. Probably the ball he should have thrown in his first box. Joe Smith. Another spare. And a 9-box for Mark Weber.
So Weber's trip was at a 10 and a 9. Mistaken on the spare.
Kai Hunt left. Weber had 10. He's at 80.
Yeah.
The technical difficulties continue. And we are back with our anchor bowler's second box. Kai Hunt on the head pin. A hammer. Merrill looking to match. Leaves just the 10 pin. Merrill for a spare. Got it. Kept it on the lane. Avoided the wood beautifully. That one off the head pin for Cole Fry and leaves just the head pin up. LaPierre through the guts. Fry misses left. Disbelief. LaPierre. And he punches one out of the mess. Definitely needs an out here. Oh yeah, LaPierre actually staying in the string. As we talked about there being a possible substitution. And LaPierre gets out of it. They think he can snap out of it.
All right.
But 58-7 is proving that wrong as we speak. Looking for a big out. And now, Cole Fry back on 12. That one's on the head pin. As we speak right now, 18-pin lead for Fenway Academy. With the marks being 3-2 in favor of Fenway. LaPierre, a spare chance. Both bowlers spare chances, but both splits. Fry cuts it over beautifully. Cole Fry, 2, 4, 6, 7. LaPierre for his spare bid, and he hits the outside of the pin. Not where he was aiming. So Jeff LaPierre will settle in the 60s through 8 boxes, making it a 10 for a 68. Just a rough string for Jeff LaPierre. All right, number 2 bowlers coming up. Mark Carrier, who's on a spare, versus Brian Kroll.
Yeah, this lead has grown to
28.
Yeah.
Kroll on the head pin. Diamond plus 10. And Carrier 2 on a spare.
Ouch.
Chunks out the 6 and the 9. As the ball slipped out of his hand, and you can hear him, or you can see him talking to his teammates, a little upset about that one, and that's a great shot.
Fenway
Diamond
forward.
on the left,
Forward.
plus the 10 pin. Slides it over beautifully for a pretty spare.
The 4 and 1 split. Diamond and 1.
The 2, the 4, the 5, and the 8. And then on the right was the 10 pin and a 2 on the spare and a tough 6 box for Mark Carrier to put him under par now, 63 through 7 boxes. Brian Kroll doing the opposite right now, as he is up 7. He's at 78. Plus this ball he is about to throw on lane 12, which has been known to be full of punches. Hoping he can avoid one here. And he does avoid one! And
he left everything but the head pin.
Everything but the head pin for a 9 fill. Carrier, who was on the head pin, was spinning behind the 7 pin, but it didn't take it. Both bowlers spare leaves, single pins. Wood all around it. Kroll looking for the spare here. He's got it. Back to backs.
That's 4 in this second string.
And Carrier avoids the wood beautifully, picking up the single pin. But the lead increasing for Fenway Academy.
This is the biggest I've seen it.
We now have our number 3 bowlers. Tim Jalbert on a spare.
39 pins.
Power of a ball for Jalbert. Takes out 5 on the left-hand side. That one's in the pocket for Austin Burns. Strike. Jalbert looking for 4 spares in a row. With the 4 horsemen plus the 9 pin. And it did not go as he threw it way right. A little upset about that one. Bob checking out our scores to make sure everything's confirmed. And a great 10 box by Tim Jalbert. Put him at
5 on the fill there.
76 through 7 boxes. Barnes on a strike. Much needed pins here for Drywall Concepts as they are down by a decent amount on the string. Jalbert with that first ball picks out 2, but puts Fenway Academy over 1,000, just over a string and a half in. And through the head pin for Austin Barnes, leaves a 3 and 2 split for a 5 fill to put him up to. Oh, it's right.
Strike,
Oh,
right?
yes, he's on a strike. So he still has another ball to add to the fill. Great bid by Tim Jalbert. Barnes definitely making this would be a pretty spare, but
Gets the pins though.
gets 2 more pins to put a 7 fill. Put him up to a 79 through 7.
And that
Jalbert,
lead looks
8.
like it's at 39, 37 actually. I'm gonna have to.
Recount that.
There's something going on that's not giving us the little plus and minus on the totals in game. It has me a little concerned. So let's say these are all unofficial, but we'll check the spreadsheet out later.
8 boxes for 8 box for Tim Jalbert and a 9 box for Austin Barnes. Joe Smith, 5 fill on that spare. Mark Weber. Weber right of the head pin. And gets an extra pin as a Deadwood behind topples the 4 pin. Smith for a spare bid, and
Yeah, he had
Fenway not a big fan of that.
just a 5 fill
And
on the earlier ball.
Weber turned around before he even let go of the ball. He knew it was going left. And that's a good 10 pickup. Probably going to go for an 8 here to be safe. And puts it in the hole for a 6 box. Mark Weber.
After only leaving 1 up in the first 6, leaves 4 up in that set.
Joe Smith waiting for the pins to reset. On lane 12. Smith, right, 4 horsemen, plus the 9 pin. Weber wants a bomb here. And everything except the king. Spare bid for Joe Smith and did not go. Weber for a spare, he's got it. Back on the board, Mark Weber. After putting spares in his first 3 boxes, took him another 5 boxes to get another mark. And that puts him 96 plus a ball through 8 boxes. Very soon I will go get an update on the Academy Lanes versus Exeter Lucky Strike string. And that right there is a 2-punch for Kai Hunt. But that's why you get 2 balls on a strike, right? An 8 fill for Chris Merrill, leaving just the 5 and the 7 with Wood. And the 7 pin goes! Goes late, but doesn't matter. 98 in a ball. A 99 in a ball. Hunt for an out, and he'll take a 7.
So
7 on the,
yep.
7 on the strike and 7 in the box for Kai Hunt to stick him at an 80 through 7. Chris Merrill, 99 in this ball, upcoming on the right lane as he's on the head pin, and a 7 fill. Hunt back on the head pin, and tough break, leaving just a check mark on the right-hand side. Devin down to get that pin. Hops all the way on to lane 5 before getting off the lanes, as he now has the pin that came from Kai Hunt's lane 11. And that right there is a 10 box for Chris Merrill. And Merrill throws the pin down. And that 9 box for Kai Hunt.
That's him at 89.
Stuck about an 89 through 8, and Chris Merrill, 116. We appear to be missing a box from Joe Smith.
Oh.
Let's fix that right this instant.
He was at 94 through 7, and what?
109 through 8, or 103 through 8, so
9.
A 9 box.
Okay, now we're back to the top of the order, and they've switched sides again. They've switched the camera. Cole Fry in on the head pin. Jeff LaPierre missed the head pin, but has a nice 1-3-6 railed leave with Wood behind for support. He got it off the schneid there.
Fry tries to cut it over and does not succeed to do so. Put a 7 on that spare. And he's got a 10 box. And Devin down to get another pin. That one he can just push down as the box was complete. A 10 box for Cole Fry, and yeah, you're right, you're good.
Jeff LaPierre with his first fill. Try to get his game back. He started off with 5 9s in a row, a 5 and an 8,
and a 10. And now the spare that he puts 5 on. Cole Fry, diamond left side.
LaPierre gets good.
Wow.
Missed his object, but hit everything else.
Fry for a spare, he went right. Both bowlers looking for 10s here. Any pins count. Total is exceeding.
That'll be a 92 for LaPierre.
And a 9 box for Cole Fry. 106. Not very happy with that. Definitely a tough string for him. As Brian Kroll. They definitely want big fills on this. That right there, Mark Carrier's spare is a 4. Kroll on his own spare. In the pocket. Wood's coming back. And it spins almost perfectly. He gets 2 options here, Bob. He can either go right at the 5-pin or he can go right at the 6-pin. I have a feeling, though, if he goes at the 5-pin, that the 10-pin's not going to go. This is what he tries to do, and he got it.
Yeah.
He hit it low enough that it spun it over.
Picture perfect.
A 7 on the spare for Brian Kroll. Put him at
He's at
104
Yep.
through 8. And Carrier. A tough leave. Clunking just the 2-pin. Kroll on the spare on the head pin. 5. He just made this shot on lane 12 the last time he was up. Can he do it twice in a row? Very difficult shot. As Kroll waiting. Takes the ball up to his ear. The throw is underway. Ooh, he did not miss it by much, folks.
Uh-oh.
Right now it's 66 pins. Merrill looking, or Carrier looking for biggest out as it can get, and that's a good 8. He'll finish with a 95 string. Kroll with his 8 of his own.
127.
And a 127 string.
That's confirmed. 106 for Cole Fry before him is confirmed.
Showing 90.
Yeah, 92 and 97. That's 189 between them for the top 2 bowlers.
You have 95.
92. Yeah, that's confirmed.
Yeah, but no, you have 95 here. It's 97 for Mark.
Oh. Yes. So let's give him a 10 there. Let's straighten that out. Matches the official score.
Great shot by Austin Barnes for a spare. The 2, the 4, and the 6. And a great 4 horseman plus the 7-pin conversion. Or was it the 10-pin? Which corner was up there? One of the corners were up. It was a great shot. Or no, was it just 4 horsemen? There was a 4 horseman involved for the spare. That's all we know.
Let's not dwell on it.
I think it might have been just the 4 horsemen.
6 on the fill for Barnes.
But either way, he's on the spare. The throw underway. Hammer! There's the bomb by Tim Jalbert. Spare, strike on spare. Barnes.
It's gone!
It goes for a Golden Gate conversion.
Golden Gate is what you call the 4-7-6-10, right?
Yes, it is.
Good name for it.
Thank you.
Hey!
And he throws a strike on the spare.
That's a big 20 bucks in the end. 124, Austin Barnes.
Jalbert would like to match that with a double. Has the ball for it, but a tough leave, the 4-5-8. An inverted triangle. So would you call this just a triangle 8?
No, that's an inverted triangle.
Just
like
an
you
inverted
said,
triangle.
Yeah. They're rare.
They are pretty rare. You see them more with just like parallel pins. You either have the 7 or the 10 pin with them.
Yeah, yeah.
And he will take a safe 9. Finish with a 123.
Good job there as Fenway leading now by 33. Look, we need to confirm.
Yes, we do.
We'll need to get a confirmation on the scores up there, but I think that our score sheet is right through the first 3 bowlers and through the first half. I'm just worried that there's stray marks up here. All right. Weber.
Your computer did wrong math.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm feeling.
So Tim Jalbert, a 133. Your computer added 9 to this. It should be 19. It should be 44.
This one here?
Yeah, that spare 9. It only added 9.
Okay.
It should be 19. So there's an extra 10 pins in favor of Fenway Academy.
Is that right now?
That is right now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that helps.
We will check everything else. That one was the computer. That one was the computer's fault, folks, not ours. And that is a strike for Joe Smith.
He had a 9 in the 9th, and that strike puts him at 122 in a ball.
That is correct.
Yep. You watch the action, and I'll try to keep track of the scores.
Sounds good.
I now really truly appreciate what Duncan MacDougall has been doing, both calling and observing every play.
What I do best. Smith for a double. Put himself up to 130. Looking to add 2 more to that.
Yeah.
And he only had 1, but a 131, and that boosts the total up.
I think, yeah, I got an issue with Weber right there. He ended up with a 116. Is that a 126? I'm not sure about the Weber score. I think they may have an error on the scoring table.
Over on lane 1, we have Matt Huff warming up for Drywall Concepts. Most likely to probably come in for Jeff LaPierre.
I'm sorry. Joey, or Richard. Can you check the score on Weber on the 4th at the end, on the 10th box? I know, but look at what his score is in the 9th box.
7.
Oh, okay. Is that okay? Thank you. Okay, I missed. I was seeing a different number there than that. Okay. All right, sorry about that, guys.
Great try by Kai Hunt. As we said, Matt Huff was warming up on lane 1 for Drywall Concepts. Most likely to probably come in for either Jeff LaPierre or Mark Carrier, as the other 3 bowlers are well likely to exceed 100, as 2 of them have already done. And Kai Hunt at 99 with 1 box to go. A 9 for Chris Merrill. Oh, there's a box missed.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I got Joe Smith ended up with a 9 fill on his strike for 131, and Merrill just closed out for a 135.
Yes.
With 19 scored in his last 2. And for Kai, what was that? At a 118?
No, he had a spare there.
Oh, he had a 118, so you have to give him. He had a spare and a good fill, I assume.
Spare 9-10.
Okay.
And a 135 for Chris Merrill, so $10.
All right. Duncan MacDougall is back.
Bob Lee's going to do a score check for us, confirm the total for Chris Merrill, as we are going to move on to the third string for you right now.
How you doing, Duncan? Great to have you back.
Good to be back. It's been a lot, but we're doing our best. Looks like we have a sub. Matt Huff coming in for Mark Carrier in the 2-hole.
I knew it was one of the two, Duncan. I just wasn't sure which one it was.
Oh, I see Huff up there, big time.
And that's why they kept Lapierre in.
Big strike there, Jeff Lapierre. He got a 10, and then he threw a bomb.
Lapierre. That's the French coming out of me. Being from here, everyone's bilingual. Most people are bilingual.
For sure. We're going to actually, apologies for you folks, as I'm trying to catch up. But we're not catching you folks up. Let's bring you over to the second bowlers. I'll get the score from Cole Fry, and as we turn over and flip.
Did you get an update on Academy Lanes and Lucky Strikes?
Academy Lane's still up big. The string is close, but that's 70 pins doing wonders.
Ooh.
All right, let's bring this in. So
I might go keep an eye on them soon for a little bit.
Yeah, why don't you help me stabilize, and
I can
then
do that, no problem.
and then I can let you go, and you can go watch that one. Okay?
No problem.
Once Bob Lee confirms scores, gives us the final for Chris Merrill.
Chris Merrill 135.
135, so that would be a 10. Great, and now he can just confirm scores the rest of the way.
That was actually 632, 552 in the second string. Just an 80-pin washout.
Brian Kroll. Oh my goodness! Yo, what do you mean? Yeah!
That might be one of the slowest pins I've seen fall all week long, but it fell down, and that's the main thing.
Brian Kroll, an incredible 7-10 conversion. And, Matt Huff coming in. As I need to flip sides. I'm very sorry, folks.
That's a
That was a 97. 97. They raced that to a 90.
And a 5 for Matt Huff.
that's a tough $5 right there. Spare for Brian Kroll at 240 through two strings. 113 and 127. Kroll on the spare. Pops off 8. Huff was on the head pin, but pretty difficult leave here. Could split this over into that 7 pin. And with it has the 3, the 5, and the 10. And that's back-to-back spares for Brian Kroll. Huff tried. Huff for a 10.
292.
Way wide. So 5 and a 9 from Matt Huff. Little disappointed with that start.
Fenway Academy firmly in control. Drywall really looking for answers now as they're all of a sudden down big. And we move on to the 3-hole. Tim Jalbert and Austin Barnes. Separated by 5 pins in their head-to-head matchup, but Fenway Academy up over 100 now. Score change is pending. Either bowler on their headpin. Jalbert just the 1 and the 10. And wow, Austin Barnes, a bundle of 5 in the middle goes.
Fantastic shot by Austin Barnes.
Great conversion.
Picking up where he left off last string. Bowling in 124.
Only a 7 for Tim Jalbert.
Jalbert likely to pick that up this box. I think he throws 8 on his first ball and then picks it up for a spare right here. That's the confidence I have in him right now.
So Austin Barnes actually had a 134. There was a spare miss there. So an extra 10 pins for Drywall Concepts to cut into the lead. That were found off a misscoring. Tim Jalbert, Thunder's 9.
Barnes on his spare. Drops 7 on the left side of the headpin. Jalbert for that spare that I just said he was going to pick up. He's got it. Good way to pick it up after that struggling 7 box for Tim Jalbert.
All
Barnes. Sorry.
That's okay. He's going to
Barnes for back-to-back, and
Oh
the
my
6 pin won't
gosh.
go.
How? What do you mean? What do you mean? He hit it.
What do you mean?
All scores confirmed by Bob Lee. Bob, why don't you go and take yourself a little break here before you get set up for the finals? Ayden Bourgeois, you can also go and hang out for a while. You're all set. I can take it from here for a minute. Thank you very much for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much for having me again.
Yep. Hopefully we'll catch you for the end of this string, as we might not be able to squeeze you in the finals maybe for a little bit, but it's going to be a full house already. So
Absolutely.
We'll see what we can do. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Four hole now. Joe Smith and Mark Weber back up to bat.
I got it for a while. Are you good to eat? No.
Mark Weber obliterates the pocket. Joe Smith, a tough split. 9 so far for Weber. Oh, Joe Smith tries to bring it over. It won't go. And Bob's settling in now, not having to score. That's me.
Okay. Yeah, no.
He can just cruise.
So
just like Joe Smith, cruising to that 10. So this got a little lopsided while I was gone, huh?
Yeah, they sure did. That it was a 632 by Fenway Academy, and we.
Hey, that's roughly. I think Lucky Strike actually beat that in their first one, but they're still down 80 something or 60 something because Academy uncorked the 715.
Yes,
just a ludicrous number.
So yeah, whoever wins this is going to face a mighty opponent. But Drywall Concepts also went a bit south with their 552. Which is about 40 pins under their average.
Oh, that's a great shot, though, from Joe Smith to keep it going for Fenway. As Weber spares again, 2 in a row.
So the Huff Drywall Concepts Powersports team had a 39-pin lead early going. Now it's been a 110-pin swing turnaround on that.
Oh, Kai Hunt, Thunder's 9. Chris Merrill off the headpin. He's got that and the 10. And snaps him in. Oh, what a shot from Merrill. No. You would think that at this point, Drywall needs every mark they can to go their way. And that one does not. Kai with a 9. And they have to try and stay loose here and just throw a few together. If they start pressing, it's going to go further south very quickly. I'm sure they started at the end of last string. Oh my gosh, Merrill clobbers 9 as a late falling pin on Kai Hunt's lane is going to trigger a reset. And we will wait for Kai to throw his first. Merrill, 19 in the first. All right, there's the ball. Nice 8 drop. Tough run right there. Merrill, another spare. 3 in a row for Fenway. Oh, and Kai Hunt uses the wood and sends it over. What a beautiful shot from Kai Hunt to keep serve in the second. Why does that keep happening? That's okay.
Yeah, we were having tremendous lagging problems with the computer, so we apologize to our viewers if they're getting any lags on the
Folks,
scoring.
this computer's limping to the finish line right now. But we're almost there, I swear to God. This is the last string of this stream. We will be moving over to one stream because there is one match left. The finals on Candlepin Bowling Network. Paul Grant, Greg Gouillard, Bob Lee, and myself, Duncan MacDougall. Jeff LaPierre rips everything but the head pin for a 9-fill on the strike. 0-5, pow, misses number 1, it looks like. Yeah, that's number 1 left out, which means he did not hit it on his first.
Okay.
9 for LaPierre. Cole Fry trying to pin out here, grab 10 and a gainer.
LaPierre had come out.
He'll take 9.
Come out firing in the first with a 122, spared in the first to get Drywall Concepts up to an early lead that they didn't give up until late in the first string. And
then
even then they took it back.
Looks like everything went Fenway's way from there.
He and Mark Carrier registering 92s.
My
Well, Fenway went ballistic with a 399 out of the last 3 bowlers, Jalbert, Smith, and Merrill.
Yep. Cole Fry, it looks like he struggled at a 106, but everyone else just went nuts.
Yep. Krall added a 127 to that.
And LaPierre spares. Cole Fry, the 1-5 punch, searching for answers. Won't find him there.
Well, you know, there wasn't much of a difference between these teams during the season. It's just one point different, right? The difference.
It almost couldn't have been closer, Bob.
It resulted in a 2-round bye for Drywall Concepts. Came in rested and ready to go.
They looked pretty good in that first one, and then tailed off, and Fenway just kept on rolling.
Fenway Academy actually had the higher average on the season, 600 per string. Seven pins better than Drywall Concepts.
Speaking of great bowling, Brian Kroll, I see, has kept it going pretty steady. 127. He's on 2 in a row right now. Matt Huff off the head pin. And Brian Kroll still in the zone.
One of the secrets to age that I need to learn is how to pace yourself. Be ready for have the most energy
look at this.
for the final.
It's going to come back. Matt Huff with a spare on the post.
Okay.
Wood trailing all the way west to east and driving home.
I was going to credit Krall with that. You know, he was the low man on the team as far as average was concerned.
Well, he's got 113, 127.
Yeah.
Of course, that would be excellent at 240, but he's being crushed by 3 of his teammates. Jim Jalbert was 253. Joe Smith just eked him out in the 241, and then Chris Merrill doing Chris Merrill things at 260. Looking at a 400 potential. Brian Kroll denied the mark. No fault to the zone there. Put a good ball on it. He will settle for a 10. 45 now through 3 for Brian Kroll. Matt Huff on the mark at 24 and 2 balls. So it looks like Exeter eked out the string by 2 pins. Apologies if you had trouble hearing me. Yeah, there it is. Looks like Exeter eked out the string by 2 pins, but with Academy winning the first by 79, Exeter has a tremendous mountain to climb. Brian Kroll, we're still here. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. Matt Huff drops 6 on the spare. He's got the 3, the 7, the 9, and the 10 left standing. Where am I? What's happening? Oh, he makes the crooked hat but leaves the sleeper.
We're in Moncton, man.
We're not in Maine. Where are you?
We're in Moncton, man.
Moncton, man. Okay. I thought you said Moncton, Maine.
No,
No. We're
been
in
hearing the Rolling Stones all week.
Oh, okay. Moncton, New Brunswick. This is
I'm a Moncton.
Moncton Fairlanes. Beautiful Moncton Fairlanes. They've done a tremendous job running this tournament and accommodating us, the Candlepin Bowling Network, using their tables and their power and their Wi-Fi all over the place. And they have been certainly gracious. The whole every Canadian that we've met up here, it's been fantastic. The Americans.
Except for that guy at the intersection.
Oh, yeah. We don't talk about him.
Well, you said every.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, Tim Jalbert on a mark. Austin Barnes off at 9. Thunderous 9 drop right there. As he's all lined up for a spare on a single.
Wow.
Tim Jalbert absolutely clobbers 9. Maybe 10. No, it's going to be 9 on the fill, though.
It's like he's tickling its foot and trying to convince it to lie down.
Oh, and Barnes goes wide. Fenway can gain another big mark here and another swing. I think Timmy is going to drill this. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Right out of the hands, Tim Jalbert. 2 in a row, 36 and a ball, and Austin gets the 10. Not what Drywall needs right there. The lead, 81.
81. Yep. I'm worried about there being another number somewhere because we're not getting the plus minus
There could
here.
be a hidden number somewhere. Let me play around. Just
head pin knock. 2-2 split.
We heard. Don't worry. Exeter by 2. Still up $1 billion for Academy. Thank you. 81 now for Fairway. Fenway.
At Fairway.
Oh, did Jalbert throw a hammer? That's pretty cool. I'll mark that down for him. Paul Grant coming in to give an update we already knew. So he moves on back to his stream.
He should be announcing.
One would think. Barnes with an 8. Did he hit a head pin? I'm gonna go benefit out and say yes. He got a split.
Barnes?
Oh yeah, I know
Barnes,
he got an 8.
He had 2-2 split.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I know. I saw 2 on the deck. I know he got an 8. Thank you very much, Bob. As Joe Smith on a mark and Mark Webber on 2 in a row. Oh no. You can tell from his body language, not the ball he wanted there. He still washes out 7 because he throws it so dang hard. And Joe Smith does not throw it so dang hard, but he gets 6 on the fill and runs and has a horseman to run down. Weber, the much trickier 1-8-10. Ooh, through the hole, Mark Webber. And Joe Smith can make it hurt. Oh my goodness. You cannot play that better on the outside than Joe Smith just did. What an outstanding shot. And Weber. Looks like he got 7 on that box to get to 43. Joe. 5 on the fill. Tough break here. Weber can't convert. Joe Smith. 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. Oh, sweeps the parallel pins, but can't carry the corner. Tricky corners here in Moncton. A 9 for Weber. Getting a little wild here. You wonder if the moment here down a monstrous amount is getting a little too big. Joe Smith with a 9. 50 even.
I think there is a stray 10 out there that is adding to the lead for Fenway Academy. So it's going to be a 10. If we knock,
I'm just deleting random boxes. Give me a minute.
Okay. Left of the head pin on that drive. Right of the head pin for Chris Merrill. Okay, no mark either way.
Those were fills, though, as I'm trying to do a little too much here. Let's not overextend myself. That looks like a 7 fill for Kai and a 10 bucks. What did Merrill have?
He had a 4 fill and a 9 bucks for 42.
That's math. Thank you very much. Kai Hunt, blows the eagle up.
Touch and stand. Uh-oh.
Through the hole for Kai Hunt. No $25 for him. More importantly, no pins.
Yeah.
Merrill spare. Kai Hunt, 7. Oh, I missed a box from Weber. He got a 9 here. What do you mean? Oh, I did. Apologies, folks. The lag on this is catching up to me. I'm trying my best
it
here.
was driving me mad.
This computer may have been on for a little too long here. Didn't get a chance to settle down. Oh, Cole Fry, what a beautiful pickup. Comes back for the 5, backdooring it for a spare at the half.
John Winchell told me that the curtains are a little bit closer than in American lanes.
So he confirmed it, okay.
Yeah. It's well, there's something, they're harder and closer, maybe?
Pierre, a 9-0. And another spare. And it looks like, oh no, it's not resolved. Never mind. Oh, so I know where the 10 is at least. Okay.
Oh, where was it?
No, it's on this side. That's what I know. Cole Fry, 6 on the fill.
Well, I wonder because I did add a 10 into Austin Barnes' score.
Big 9 fill for LaPierre to try and bring Drywall back into this. Cole Fry looking for another. And no. LaPierre got it. Bunch of 19s for LaPierre as Cole Fry gets 10. It's resolved itself.
There it is, yep.
Okay.
We have never made a mistake before in our lives.
Never will.
Our computers are perfect.
Matt Huff stays up there for Drywall. He's at 40 even. Brian Kroll, of course he stays up there. He's bowling outstandingly. He's at 54. Candlepin Bowling Network, thank you to all 108 of you tuning in. As this looks completely...
Oh. Okay.
9 drop for Kroll.
Drywall needs a rally. 77 is very, very much in range here. Best way to there's no defense, so might as well knock down 10s.
That's
Spares. That was a spare there for.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Yes, a spare for Brian Kroll. Apologies. Lamenting the little bit of lag on the stream here and there as we're kind of stuttering to the finish.
I don't think people want to hear about our spreadsheets anymore.
It's not the spreadsheet. It's occasionally on the video itself, but we're doing the best we can. It might just be the Wi-Fi too. The Wi-Fi here, not great. That's why we have Ethernet. Ethernet's awesome. Big fans of that. Big fans of Moncton Fairlanes in Moncton, New Brunswick. 49 at the half now for Matt Huff as Fenway Academy. We have them at 78 in the lead, 8 in the game. 3 marks on the board to 1 in favor of Fenway as well. Everything going for the men in gray, trying to make another run to the finals to face the probable champions over on the other side, Academy Lanes.
Both Crowell and Huff punched 3-pin hard.
Crowell on a spare is now at a 70.5.
Yep.
Crowell, oh my gosh, you cannot put a better ball on that. No dice. Matt Huff, just about the same, but the wood twirls around in the Canadian ballet and will not fall. Folks, I hope the stream quality is great. Let us know if it's not. We'll do what we can to fix it. And Brian Kroll with a 10, and Matt Huff with an 8. 80 through 6 for Brian Kroll on his pace for another 120. Matt Huff at 57. Austin Barnes and Tim Jalbert up next. Tim Jalbert just threw a missile after a 19 box and another spare for a 20 box. He's on 3 in a row.
So we're
Jalbert just off the head pin, but smashes down 8. Huge break there as Tim Jalbert looking for another 20 box. Austin Barnes rips it in there for 7 of his own.
at the midpoint of the third and final string. An 86-pin lead for Fenway Academy, trying to get back for their third straight.
Jalbert smashes through the middle.
Third straight men's world's championship.
For a 9 on the fill and a 65 through 4, looking for a 75 half. And Austin Barnes rips his object too, no luck. And there's Jalbert's 10 for a 75 half. Tim Jalbert coming alive here. If he can put another one of those together, he'll be on pace for a 400 here in the semifinals. Austin Barnes with a 9.
Fenway met A+ last time the Worlds were hosted here in 2023. And then last year, Jeremy Seaholm punched him in the first string. And
172, I believe.
Yeah, and it was never close after.
Yeah. Academy went
that.
695. The last two boxes of that first string. Some of the most insane shots you will ever see from Academy Lanes.
And Academy Lanes is looking for their third in the last 4 years. Looking for a repeat.
Yep. And Fenway, always the bridesmaid, never the bride, looking to change that this year. Credit where credit's due. Drywall made an unbelievable run. They were down early. Everyone was down early to A+ after the first day. A+ went out to a crazy start. And then things got very jumbled, but Drywall remained at the top. There were always people at their heels, as Austin Barnes can't convert the spare. Always people at their heels, and they fended them off up to the last string, where they needed to take 2 in total after losing 4 to their opponent, and did just that. 9 for Jalbert, 84 through 6, and a 10 for Barnes gives him 63. Bob, if we could get a scoring check at some point soon, as we're in the halfway point, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, let's do that.
And you can't see those scores. Now you can. It's Joe Smith off the head pin. Mark Weber also missing. Both bowlers looking at generous leaves here, though. Joe Smith, the 1, 3, 10 goes. Joe Smith, another mark 60 and a ball at the half now. Weber, no, won't go. They'll have to pin out for a 62 half here. And there's the head pin right in the teeth.
Yeah, they put a forefill there for Cole Fry. So
Oh, thank you.
wait. Oh, sorry. No, it was for the six fill there. It was a forefill for Brian Crowell.
Okay.
My apologies.
That's fine. Joe Smith, after I fix this, powered down 8, it looks like. And he's got a 2-pinner to go back to back. He does just that, right out of the hands. Joe Smith knew it. And a tough 3-1 split here for Mark Weber.
Yeah, it's a good time to take stock of the fact that that scoring, when even when it's electronic, needs to be checked at a regular basis. Especially in these houses where we have you're scoring by hand, and we have electronic equipment now to make checks on scores in big situations. Big money matches or like the Worlds, and there are no rules. There are no obviously for streaming or live streams.
Chris Merrill strike on spare there for another big 20 at the half. Wow, 72 and a ball and 2 balls for Chris Merrill. Jesus. Oh, and Kai Hunt, the wood kisses just behind the 4 or the 6, and it won't go. And this is getting ugly now. Fenway Academy just thoroughly routing Drywall. After a tight first one, it's gotten way out of hand.
They want to be back. I think Academy's ready for them.
I think so. I think it's going to be a barn burner. Both these teams are bowling exceptionally well. Academy, obviously, a cut above. 715. I mean, what are you talking about? That's not a real number. 6 on the fill on the strike for Chris Merrill. And Kai Hunt can't convert. He had a hard split there. And he'll try and pin out for a 10. He will, as Merrill gets an 8. 86 now for Chris Merrill, as this one is out of control. Academy still up big, Paul? Oh, yeah. Paul has foregone his announcing to
Greg could use help.
Score hunting. Well, maybe we can get Ayden over there.
I mean, yeah.
You want to send? Yeah, why don't you send him over? I got this for now.
I might send him over to here and go sit with Greg for a while.
Sure. You haven't had time to muck around over there, so that's perfect. Why don't you go do just that? I'll bring you here for now as Cole Fry punches out 2. Jeff LaPierre can't convert. Cole Fry punches out 2 more. Looking at the check mark plus 2 for an out here as LaPierre snags 10. And a similar story going on in the other one as a 120 pin lead for Academy has gotten away. Cole Fry, a great pinning out there for a 9. Well, I heard 120, not 70. Or losing, but who knows? Academy up $1 billion, basically. Wow, LaPierre, big strike there. He's having a big string, but his team still down a large amount here. 113 and 2 balls through 8 for Jeff LaPierre. Trying to go out on a high note. Disappointing 92. I know he doesn't want to finish with something like that. As Cole Fry looking to pin out here, smashes the head pin. And, oh no, that was the second ball. Apologies. Cole Fry been struggling recently. He's had a couple of flashes of genius, but that's it. He's really been struggling to get anything going consistently. Paul Grant joining us now. What do you got, Paul?
Joining from the other side, Academy Lanes in control of 120 pins or so of extra lanes. Lucky Strike. That 7:15 to 6:36 win set the tone. Extra shaved off 2 after the second string only, but Academy Lanes back at it in the third, taking control. And right now it's looking like Academy Lanes Fenway Academy rematch from last year from Academy Lanes Club 125 Haverhill Mass. This time in Moncton at Fair Lanes with an American winner.
Winners stay winning. We were actually we weren't at Academy Lanes. We were at Lita.
That's right, Lita Lanes last year. Lita
Yes.
Lanes, rather. That's right.
Credit where credit's due, Paul.
Yeah, Academy Lanes won it in 2022 at Academy and 2018 at Academy.
Well, now we're going to see an American team win at Moncton, guaranteed, as only American teams left in this. Matt Huff, a nice spare there.
Drywall looked really good at that first string. Mark Webber went crazy. What, 320 boxes? Something like that?
Huge finish for Weber,
Won by
but Chris
10.
Merrill answered nicely. The lead was really back and forth in the 9th and 10th boxes, and then Fenway just went on a tear, going 106, 127, 133, 131, 135. A couple 92s for Drywall Concepts really put them out of contention here.
Academy Lanes has 3 titles. Fenway looking for their first title in 4 tries.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, looking to change that this year.
Academy 3 times in the finals the last 4 years. Fenway 3 straight years in the finals.
Yep. I'll tell you, everyone is bowling great. If Cole Fry can find his ball, Fenway Academy going to be extremely dangerous.
Absolutely.
Going into the finals.
That'll be on YouTube and Facebook after this one signs off here.
Yep. Craig Gouillard's stream. We're all going to be hopping on to talk about it.
Yep, that'll be a good one.
It's going to be excellent. Really looking forward to that.
This team, the Huff Powersports team,
Drywall
Ball
Concepts.
Mafia called Drywall Concepts now. Mark Carrier's company, the owner of the 1710 Sports Center with Samantha Carrier, they've got a lot of talent in that team.
They do, and they've had a really excellent week.
Austin
overall.
Barnes still in his 20s. Jeff Lapierre still a great bowler. Kai Hunt in his early 20s.
Yeah, Kai Hunt's a phenom. He has a really bright future ahead of him. Mark Webber also just throws one of the most explosive balls in all of bowling.
He won the main ACST Finals 2023. One of the probably the best match ever called.
Yep, against his teammate Mark Carrier.
Watch it on YouTube on Candlepin World Network. Free to subscribe on YouTube.
Kroll, another mark. 98 in the ball now through 8. As Brian Kroll really on his game. He might be one of the best bowlers in the building right now.
So steady over the years, year in, year out. Classy guy too.
It's going to be an 8 box for Matt Huff. 78 now through 8. Thank you very much for joining us, Paul.
Sure. Bob Lee asked me to join you. No problem.
Yeah, sure. It's nice down here, right?
You gotta sit down and relax.
We're at courts. I can see the scoreboard much better than you can back there in the DJ booth.
Yes, absolutely. We have that set up. We don't have the instant replay that you guys have. We do have pin cam, which is very nice, and a zoom into it as well.
So we'll be on lanes 13 and 14 for the finals.
Yep. As Austin Barnes spares, we're gonna take a look. I'll show you this pin cam right here.
Yeah, our pin cam couldn't be used in the other broadcast because the lane broke down 17-18.
Yep.
Spare there.
Nice spare from Tim Jalbert up to opposing Austin Barnes's.
How good is this team? This team is year in, year always in the running every year, knocking on the door, trying to break through finally.
They are so consistent. It really is. And they're rolling the same lineup in a different configuration as they did last year. Last year, Chris Merrill was leading off. This year, he's anchor.
The year before, he was anchor also. A heartbreaking loss down the last ball.
Yeah, the half Worcester heard around the world. Just an unbelievable series of events. Austin Barnes 6 on the fill. Jalbert 6 as well.
He took that loss personally. It wasn't really his fault. It's a team game, but it's bad timing. But it happens.
It does indeed.
He doesn't make the spare. They have no chance anyway.
Nope.
So. And Matt Harnett had a great shot for a spare the 10th ball, also to help win it.
He did a really excellent shot.
A+ 5-time champions. McLaughlin Truckin has 7. Academy can get number 4.
Looking forward now, looking to join the pantheon of all-time great teams. Yeah. Barnes with an 8 on that one. Jalbert looking for more. He'll get 9. 109 now for Tim Jalbert. He needs 2 big ones to hit 400. He's at 362 with 2 boxes to go. Talk about great bowlers and whatnot. Both of these teams, I think they're going to be around for a long time.
With Cole Fry on this team, absolutely.
Yeah. Cole Fry, just one of the most accurate bowlers. That unorthodox delivery.
Chris Merrill, great bowler. a clutch bowler. You know, you can't get every shot clutch, but he's a great bowler year in, year out.
Chris Merrill's the Iron Man, too. He's the only bowler left coming into Saturday that has bowled every single string of this tournament. 33, averaging 120.
And Evan River's like a 118 bowler. He barely bowls. He's really good, too, Evan River.
122.
Joe Smith, always steady over the years.
Yeah, Evan River bowled one game. He went like 119 or something like that. Crazy. Joe Smith, slow and steady and smooth as well. He drops 7 off the head pin.
We talked to Bobby Henderson last night in the booth for all 3 strings. A 6-time McLaughlin Trucker Championships he was on. And, you know, do you like the bye? And a lot of people like the bye. They get to rest, but sometimes you've been cold. And, you know, Exeter's bowled great today. They just outdone by a better team today.
Yeah, I don't think either of these teams came in cold. Drywall actually had a really good start as well. It's the second string that's killed them, and I don't think that's a product of sitting. I think it's just some bad luck here, some bad luck there, and Fenway just kept on chugging. Kind of took the heart out of them.
Sometimes the people, bowlers get warm, they're hot, or they're in a good groove. They keep that steadiness going. Sometimes it can help you. Yeah,
Brian Kroll really has. In the second string of that first match, he started to turn it on, and he really hasn't looked back.
2 #1 seeds this year will not get to the finals.
Shocking turn of events. I can't imagine this is a very common occurrence where the bye means nothing. Neither bowler converting. Mark Webber with a 9.
The good thing is you guarantee more money, but the bowlers want that title more than anything else.
They do. The bragging, the money obviously is great for that, but getting your name on that trophy, that's an all-time feeling right there.
Absolutely, something you'll never forget.
Yeah. Academy, of course, has tattooed that trophy recently.
Yeah.
But Fenway Academy, it does really mean a lot to them if they can come through as they finish out the last 12 boxes here. 123 for Fenway Academy. It is over and all but bowling it out and getting through. All smiles for Fenway Academy as Drywall stunned.
Their appetite, their thirst is not quenched yet. They got to get that title.
Yeah, they got to stay locked in here.
Now, don't forget, Academy Lanes lost Justin Waters for a leg injury. Pulled a muscle, severe muscle yesterday, warming up for the final round robin against Academy Lanes. Lucky Strike in the last 8. And he's not bowling now. Corey Packett's bowled great overall.
That's the thing. It's like, oh, well, Justin Waters is one of the best bowlers on the planet right now. He can't bowl. Who do you get? Corey Packard, Sean Taylor, freaking Jack Berrigan. You have a plethora.
Nick Norcross.
Yeah, you have a plethora of some of the best bowlers on the planet to choose from in the wings.
Chris is like, the team's like the half Worcester.
Yeah, Chris Merrill.
It's like, not again.
Thankfully, he doesn't need it.
Yeah, 98 through 7.
Kai Hunt on that 9 is up to 81 through 7, and he's looking for another, and will get it.
Fenway Academy Lanes rematch from 2024. They'll be on YouTube and Facebook on Candlepin Bowling Network. Make sure to subscribe. It's free. Hit the bell icon to get notified when we go live on YouTube.
Yep. Great 10 from Chris right there. Chris Merrill, 108 now. The key for Fenway right now is these last 2. They can obviously coast to a victory. It's over and all but score at this point and just bowling it out. The key for them is trying to stay throwing a good ball and not getting lazy about it, because if they start throwing a lazy ball, that could translate into the finals.
Yep. And
we know Academy Lanes loves to blitz people early. Yep. It's the Justin Waters strategy in ACST. He goes first, and he makes people bowl up to him.
Devin Cloyd, 18 years young on their team, didn't get any playing action today, but he's pumped up to being a part of it, just soak it all in.
Yeah.
And I think he could be a really good bowler down the road.
I agree.
That's a Josh Dilley type approach that he learned from Josh in the Saturday Morning Kids League. They do a great job there at Academy Lanes.
Yeah, LaPierre looking for a 20 box and will be denied. He'll get a 9. LaPierre having a great game though, 122 through 8. Cole Fry struggling right now, only a 9 and an 88.
Now you allow one bad string once in a while. You want to save it for the finals if you can.
Cole's been struggling though.
That's why you have a team though.
Yep, he went 106 in the last, and he would have gone low in the one before had he not thrown a flurry of marks towards the end, but then a 3-fill 4 box. It's the one thing I would be worried about as Fenway Academy right now. Everyone else on a roll, and Fry once again can't break it up. LaPierre sure can. He's gonna drop 8, maybe 9. No, it's gonna be 7 actually. on the head pin.
The finals next. Separate broadcast.
Yep. The Greg Gouillard, Paul Grant stream. Bob Lee and I will be joining intermittently as we're going to have a rotation going. Make sure we get you the best coverage possible from Candlepin Bowling Network. Tough 7 for Fry, a 95 finish as LaPierre gets 10 for a 141. LaPierre, after a tough 92 middle, still manages to go 355. And Matt Huff coming in to sub has not been the spark that that is needed from Drywall Concepts. 104, the current lead for Fenway Academy.
His first singles knock on the Worlds in 2017. He won it.
Brian Kroll looking at a $25 shot here, Paul. And Matt Huff drops a big 9. Scoring all but irrelevant at this point, just looking for totals, seeing if Jalbert can hit 300. And, ooh, Brian Kroll trying to make it. How's it going, Dave?
With no Canadian teams here, this will be a smaller crowd here for the finals.
Yes.
Good news. Hopefully you can watch it on YouTube on Candlepin Bowling Network. Subscribe free.
You definitely can. We will be there. We will be ready. And it's going to be a blast. Crowd checks out with a 9.
I mean, Academy Lane's going to go over 1,900 points. Maybe 2,000 the way they're bowling. Let's see how they end up over there. We're going to sign off after this one, though.
Yeah, this one all but over. But if you want to see big number, that's a good place to go.
Bob Lee's flip-flop with me. He's over with Greg right now on the other YouTube and Facebook channel.
Yeah, good to mix it up. We haven't been able to do that. We haven't had you over here, Paul. It's been
just road reporting reports.
We miss your Paul Grantisms down here. We don't get enough of them. Instead, we deal with the Bob Lee-isms and the Duncan-isms. Matt Huff 5 on the fill. See if we can get one bombs away baby before we sign off in these 7 boxes, and get you geared up for the finals.
I'm gonna save it for the finals.
Oh, if we get one, you got to do it. Just one.
But it's gonna be a crushing blow. It can't be a soft strike.
Oh no! It has to be a real.
That's a real.
Paul, we have Tim Jalbert coming on. That's all he throws for strikes is monsters.
A triple strike here 2 years ago in the finals in the first string.
Yep. I could see him doing it again. Matt Huff with a spare 5 and a 9 goes to 102 finish. That score's confirmed. Brian Kroll 121 in a ball here. 120, I guess. I see 120. And that's a good ball to keep him warm going into the finals. Brian Kroll with a 7 and a 127. 367 for Brian Kroll, staying hot for Fenway Academy, as we will see a rematch in the ICC finals here in Moncton, New Brunswick, Moncton Fairlands. They've done a great job, Paul. Really outstanding job running the tournament, being very courteous to us, the streamers, the bowlers, all around. Just, you couldn't ask for more. As Tim Jalbert and Austin Barnes bowling here. Austin, his last 2 boxes of this tournament, as Drywall will fall short here in the semifinals.
Yeah, we had Robbie Henderson in the booth last night. He got to see a couple of bombs away babies.
Excellent.
I had to teach him how to say it the right way.
there is a certain way to do it.
He got a couple of wows in there too.
Yep.
He was all pumped up. Yeah, he was awesome last night.
I feel pretty good about my wows that I've had this week.
Wish I got royalty fees.
I wish you didn't. That would be devastating for me. My pocketbook would be gone. Jalbert for a 10. No. 118 though for Tim Jalbert. He'll fall short of 300 unless he throws a 29, which he can do. I just don't think he will do. He'd rather save it for the finals, I think. Although throwing a 400 in the playoffs, pretty cool in its own right. We might see a couple of them from Academy.
Like I said, Drywall Concepts will be a top team and always in the running every year. It's hard to win the whole thing.
It really is, and this is good experience for Drywall. I think this is the first time they've had to buy. So, great learning experience to understand the metal required to be able to sit down with that and come in with that killer mentality. And as I said, I think they did. Their first string was excellent back and forth.
We got Bombs Away baby shirts here made by Kim Baker. If you want to get one, very stream live. And towels.
Yep. I'm sure they'll be at other Candlepins for Cancer events wherever you are as well.
Wherever I stream live.
Yes. A couple of spares on the end for Barnes and Jalbert. Jalbert at 128 in the ball. Looking to get into the 30s.
I only did 512 matches, so I'm always around to get a shirt or a towel or a donation to Candlepins for Cancer.
You can do more.
103,000, really?
Pump those rookie numbers up,
Yeah,
Paul.
really. 103,500 paid out to families going through cancer treatments. A 501c3 charity. Candlepins number 4 at cancer.com. Payments via Venmo. Mail a check. The address is Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Get the address. Send a check.
Only 3 for Jalbert gets into 131 and a 6 for Barnes to go to 113 and a 371 finish. Austin Barnes with fantastic stuff, but it's just not enough to overcome the combined firepower from Fenway Academy.
And 21 families helped along the lemon drops and almost 4 dozen of the merchandise the last several years. So thank you for all who have supported it and will support.
4 boxes to go here before we gear up for the finals. Fenway Academy will be playing Academy Lanes. Should be a really, really great match. The rematch.
You see this, there are a lot of blowouts sometimes in these matches. Not the finals here 2 years ago. Those were the best matches you'll ever see, but A+ accounting in Fenway Academy. But a lot of them are lopsided a lot of times. There's a lot of mental.
Well, Academy did the same thing to Fenway last year, where they blitzed them early, going 695 in the first.
Yeah. They got a 715 today.
Yeah. Looks like Weber spared, or Kai spared. No, it is Weber. And he didn't. He got, looks like a 9.
Yeah, just.
And Joe Smith also got a 9. Almost lost track of head pins, and it doesn't matter anymore, sadly. Joe Smith pinning out here for a 10. Weber will do the same. Joe Smith at 119, looking to get to 129 with this 2-pinner with a plank, and he gets it. 129 confirmed, 131 confirmed, 127 confirmed, 95 confirmed.
Brian Kroll, 367. Tim Jim and Java, 384. Joe Smith, 370. Chris Merrill, 368. A steady attack. Mark Webber, 348.
356 for Weber, actually.
Oh, 356, sorry.
Yes.
That just updated.
I hadn't credited him his last box.
356, a little better.
Yep. And Kai Hunt will fill with 5 and go wide. Chris Merrill going wide as well as they're bowling him. And last chance to show you the pin cam here, so we'll let this play you out as it's all over here. Get a nice, crisp view of the pins here in our sepia-toned camera. 8 for Kai Hunt, 7 for Merrill. As handshakes are being exchanged, handshakes and hugs.
Go back to live action.
It's all live action, Bob. Paul. And Kai Hunt trying to make a spare on the end to get to 120. Merrill looking at the diamond. And he doesn't want to look at another rack. Kai does.
Can Fenway Academy's third time be a charm? Stay tuned. Our next match on YouTube and Facebook on Candlepin Bowling Network. Probably about 20 minutes or so from now. Actually, a bit long, maybe 20, 30 minutes. It's still in the 5th, 6th box, I believe, on the other side. So it might be a half an hour, a little bit later.
Yeah, we got a little bit of
within
time,
the hour.
which will be great. We can
so
start
hit that subscribe button on YouTube, and if you have not subscribed, hit subscribe. Once you have subscribed, hit that bell icon to get notified. So when we start, you never miss a ball.
Yep. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, as Kai Hunt filled his spare, or is waiting to fill his spare, I should say. I'm not sure if he will. I don't see it up there. All right, Kai Hunt not filling a spare, he'll end with a 114. And that will do it, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you soon on the other stream as we get